What has changed when it comes to consumer sentiment? Is it the freedom to voice out? What is it that has changed as compared to the backlash and the protests that we saw in the 90s to now?
So I think the tough shoe ad was probably in the 80s or so, right? Where it became a court case. Someone filed a case and became a court case. The court case ran for about 15 years. Today, you don't need to go to court. If you find something, you can rant about it on Insta and on Facebook, and it may go viral.
Right.
But the problem is, most of this rant die, right? But in this case, where I've talked about, where Mondelez decided to take this Rewant Hemant onto court or send him a legal notice.
Right.
And that became a big thing. That kind of fueled it. So today, anything you do can be critiqued by someone.
Right.
Now, therefore, every company has to, first of all, check all the boxes.
Yeah.
Check, get your lawyers to clear the ad, right? And then monitor what the ad is responding, what kind of response you're getting. If you're getting negative responses, figure out what is the problem, right? You may not need to pull off the ad. Like, if you remember 10, 12 years ago, when Airtel did that ad about this lady telling someone, I need the project to be completed, and she goes home and she starts cooking. Right? And there was a criticism on social media saying, why is she performing a gender-defined role?
Right.
Why does she have to go home and cook?
Yeah.
Right? But then Airtel monitored it. It didn't grow. So they kept quiet. They kept running the ad. And slowly, all this murmur died down.
Yeah.
Because they had taken care that the lady actually was a boss and she was very well qualified and she was going home and changing her clothes and having a good time cooking. So I'm not putting, I'm putting a gender-defined role of cooking, but she's enjoying the cooking process. She's not, slogging, sweating it out, So you have to monitor what is happening. You need to monitor what's going on. And you have to decide when to take action and when to ignore.
Right.
So some companies do it very well. There are a lot of cases, I've not written about here. If you remember, about 6-7 years ago, ITC came under something saying their atta contains plastic or something, right? It was growing. And then ITC decided to actually put out a message, including the managing director said it is not plastic, it is gluten. Gluten looks like that, but it's gluten. We eat gluten, and atta contains gluten.
Right.
So he very clearly clarified, and they kept running their campaign.
Right.
So you need to see, where can I get my brickbats from?
Right.
What are the brickbats? I should monitor that. And then say, look, these brickbats I will handle. These brickbats I'll keep quiet. It will die down.
Right. Ambi, at this point in time also, I'm tempted to ask you, what is the biggest learning? Because this was such a mass protest that happened of late, that this entire students' protest can teach marketers on how, to go about, reaching out to the consumer.
Well, this is, there are multiple stories going around. I don't know what to release, how it happened, etc.
But what is the learning for a brand manager or a marketer from that universe?
Is that things can spread very quickly. You think it's very small, that can become something big very fast. And therefore, you need to monitor the situation and take corrective actions quickly.
Right.
The quicker you take the action, the better it is. It could be to do with quality problem with your brand.
Right.
It could be to do with some service problem with your brand. It could be some packaging problem with your brand. Monitor it very closely and take quick action.
Right.
Which is a lesson which everyone can learn from this, what happened just recently.